Yes, you think so? Yes, my boy.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
Alrighty, friends.
We'll go through the wastelands.
Bringing us back there, Keeks. Some classics.
Old but gold.
Bunang, good morning, my brother. Prophet Bunang.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very, very well, my brother. Keeks, how are you doing today?
Wonderful.
Hey, can't complain. Chad, I'm preparing to take over the world.
Damn. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I love it.
Chat, how's everyone doing? Drop me a 7 in the chat if you guys are alright. As always, before we start, we're going to pray here, but I also want to just send my condolences to Amina and Nazam. Unfortunately, Nazam's mother passed away last night. She didn't make the operation. Like I said previously, they are family of this channel, not just followers or subscribers. So yeah, our thoughts and our prayers go out to them during this time of mourning. And yeah, just so that they know we are with them, everyone here in the chat and us as well. But with that being said, Bonang, will you open us up with a prayer there, my brother?
Thank you so much. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord Jesus, we are your children. We did not create ourselves. You are the one who knows the agenda of our being, why we are here on earth, Father. We pray today that we discover ourselves, pursue our purpose, and fulfill them without any hindrances. We pray for nature to favor us, the ground we are stepping on to favor us, the nature, the wind that is blowing to favor us. In the name of Jesus, let there be nothing to go against our lives and also fulfillment of our destinies. Lord, we pray for the church. As we grow, may they grow. As we withdraw, may they also withdraw. As we win, may they also win. Bless the work of our hands, and by default, may we succeed. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, bless this day today and open more doors, major doors for us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen, Chad. And if you believe it, you can drop a amen now. Now's a good time to drop a amen. A little bit late this morning. Do apologize, Chad. We were just busy setting up some stuff here. But without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the economic calendar for today. All right, so let's quickly have a look at it. see what is happening here on this beautiful Wednesday. We've got the Guendo speaking. We've got unemployment coming out of Italy. I don't know, it looks like unemployment about to rise in Italy. Do you have any Italian family here? Please let me know. ECB Lane speaking. Bank of England's Taylor also speaking. Then a little bit later we've got ADP employment change first. Big chunky bit of data for this week. Kindly note that this is a short week, no stream Friday afternoon. It is 4th of July, chat. So short trading week. We gotta keep it moving. So relatively straightforward day on the economic calendar. But before we start, as always, kindly note that these streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do suggest you consult with your financial advisor before making any financial decision. Trading CFDs carry a large amount of risk, and you got to make sure that you are very aware of the risks included in trading. But with that being said, let's jump straight into the dollar. So dollar is still very much bearish, Chad. We've got a very, very strong bearish trend at this stage. A very clean break, but however, nothing just goes down in one straight line. So after a new low has been formed, at one stage you are going to expect price to start retracing to potentially retest this area to continue lower, or what's going to happen is you could fake out back into the range. All right, so that is the two scenarios we have. Currently still bearish, trying to hold bullish. Only way that I can really get bullish on the dollar for today is if we start trading above that previous daily high. Okay, a previous daily high is going to signal somewhat of a reversal. And why would I say that? I want you guys to look at the daily candles. Look at the highs. The highs are just getting lower and lower. All right. So, and the lows are getting lower and lower. So that is our structure to tell us that this is bearish. And when do we expect a potential shift? If a daily candle starts breaking above a previous daily high, that could potentially signal that price is now ready to start moving the other way. But as it stands, we cannot assume any of that. So we got to stick with the trend on this one. All right. So dollar starting to move above that Asia high level, starting to hold now above that 200 EMA. I showed you guys the previous week we were constantly below and around that 200, now starting to move above. There's your previous daily high level. Can we get above it? That's going to signal the bullish reversal on the dollar. All right, US 30. I took a short here this morning based off the idea that we took the previous daily highs, failed to hold above, but now it is starting to push up. So I'm going to see how the open goes, not adding any positions here. I told the guys this actually invalidates it. I'm going to talk about US 30 now quickly on the daily as well. On the daily, you can see that every single day so far from last week, if we were trading and holding above the previous daily high, we continued bullish. Okay. Monday, we had a little bit of a pause candle there. And then yesterday, very, very strong momentum to the upside. And now again today, holding above that previous daily high. So I'm going to watch for a potential retest there. Cut my shorts, get into the longs, because where can we potentially go to today? We can very, very well go all the way up there, chat. That is where we could be trading a little bit later. 44,884. So we are still super, super bullish on this. The only thing that I do want to note is that if you look at the number of times this is 1, 2, 3, 4 going on 5. The last time we had 5 consecutive bullish days was at the start of the year in April. All right. And then we had a pause. So we are relatively close to getting some type of consolidation, some type of correction. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it could even be next week, but just be aware. But we got to stick with the trend on this. Looking at let me just show you this. Looking at the session volume profile, It is sitting all the way down here, so we are already quite a bit away from it, and we can potentially form a new point of control right there. But we haven't formed that, so we are effectively very bullish. We already tested Asia highs, already starting to move now. So my big thing now that I'm monitoring is when markets open and we come down here. Only way I can hold these shorts is if we break back below that previous daily high. Otherwise, if we start holding here, that is when I will cut my shorts and I will get into the longs. All right, very, very simple. NASDAQ on the daily yesterday closing bearish, but again, this is not a swing high formation for me. Anyone in the chat, tell me why this is not a swing high formation, even though we closed bearish engulfing. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Let me know why that is not a swing high formation. I'm waiting, Chad. Otherwise, we can't continue. Someone in the chat needs to know why that is not considered a swing high. There we go. Didn't take the previous daily high. Thanks, Rux. So there was no liquidity swept. This would have been a swing high formation if the daily candle closed like that, taking a previous daily high. But now this is just purely a pause candle. All right. So it's very likely that NASDAQ will go past this daily candle and actually close up somewhere there today. All right. So not a swing high formation for me, not really bearish on NASDAQ. Looking at the session volume profile and where we are trading contextually, no full retest on Asia highs as of yet. Point of control sitting down here. I do think we will actually see what are you looking for? Oh no, you're gonna have to use there we go, just tap it. We're gonna have to see if the point of control shifts, but if we hold here, then that is, there we go. Then we're gonna basically start shooting from there. Otherwise, yeah, this is just super bullish. I'm gonna say 2 levels to monitor on NASDAQ. Asia highs, that 200 EMA, that's gonna be the key. And then if point of control shifts, this is going to be your level from where you're going to start moving. Gold currently in 2 long positions. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much. How much was it? 165. Okay. Okay, gold. Let's quickly look at gold here, Chad. Gold for me personally, it is bullish now, and the reason I say that is if you look at the daily candles, we were still forming bearish structure, and then yesterday closing bullish after 2 consecutive bullish days, and also now closing back above this area right here. So as mentioned yesterday, if we close bullish today, I will be bullish to go all the way up to 33.68. Okay, that is the idea. I cannot be bearish on these 2 consecutive bullish daily candles. And also there was your shift. All right, that right there, we took out that last lower high, and that signaled that we are now potentially back on the up with gold, potentially. Looking at the daily flip area, that is where our daily flip is. We're currently creating a bottom wick here, and then also looking at our point of control. Point of control sitting up there, that was my first position this morning, quite early. And now pulling all the way down, but like I mentioned to the chat, I will be building a long position as we go down. If I'm wrong, that is also fine, but for me, bullish on gold. Then GBPUSD daily for me is also bullish. All right, reason why I'm bullish is we've got this pause here. There's our pause on the daily. There is our break and continuation. Only way I can get bearish on this is if this daily candle closes back inside of this range right here, Chad. Then I'm going to be bearish. Why? Because then we are going to come all the way down here to retest that area, and then we can potentially go back to the upside. So for me personally, that gray box that I've drawn out here, that is the area to monitor going into the session. If we hold below it, then we can continue bearish. If we start trading back above it, that is going to be bullish. This is quite a nice push below Asia lows, so that zone there, this is where you're going to have to make your decision. If it rejects, we're going lower. If we come back inside, we are going back to the upside. And then last but not least, GJ on the daily. Let's check it out. Let's just put this off quickly. GJ on the daily, we are currently effectively in this daily range. There's your daily range high. This is your daily range low. We are bearish. We are creating bearish order flow on the daily. You can clearly see the daily highs are getting lower, as well as the daily lows are getting lower. So this is in a bearish trend at the moment. So I would expect this daily wick to be filled. I would expect a retest of this 190.60 level. And if I look at where we are trading contextually, let's quickly see there. Asia high is beautiful. So the idea would now be very simple. While we hold below Asia highs, you can start to look for your shorts, and those shorts can then go into Asia lows. So you want to put your stop there, for instance. Below Asia lows, I'm expecting this to go down to 196.60, and I would say that if you are short on this, you just need to monitor this point of control. I think once you give up that point of control, this thing is just going to melt to the downside. I would never buy up here. Even if this thing shoots 400 million pips to the upside, this is not a buy formation for me. I would be looking to buy there. So while Asia lows are untested, I'm going to tell you that I am not buying that. But with that being said, oh, we never had Bonang on here. Damn. Chad, give me 1 second here.
I think it's the issue of yesterday.
No. I created a senior. Let me just... There we go. All right, Chad, over to Bonang. There you go, my brother.
All right. Smooth. Wonderful. Guys, I want you to see something. Do you see... let me do this. Maybe it will work for me. Sure. Do you know this thing that I displayed here? On... Do you know it?
What is
this? Is magic. It's magic. Smooth things. Guys, look at this. It's like we have plugged Bonang in the chart. Chris, you must tell us the secret of this thing. I love it. Just look at this, guys. This is Ion 2000. Look at the buy entry. Look at the smoothness of this thing. Jesus. Sometimes we are our own enemies. I mean, we are the ones doing ourselves injustice then. But I love it. Thank you so much. All right, chat. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. Looking at how the market is like, let me quickly switch off this guy here. Right. It's my secret sauce, by the way. I love it. All right. Looking at this market structure for the day, guys. Yesterday, the market opened bullish. Kept on running all the way to the take profit that we had tagged there. Again today, guys, we are bullish again. The market is pointing all the way up. But there's something that I have said again from the beginning of this month. I said this market is not breaking the high. The all-time high is not breaking. That means the market is being projected just to be at a resistance. Again today, the TP is still focusing right at a resistance there. Well, at this point of time, I'm still holding onto my sales. Gosh, I don't know. It's been a rough week for me. I mean, since last week, you can see I've been holding onto the sales, and the thing has been dealing with me very hard. Look at this. Look at this. Since last week, Tuesday, all the way, my sales have been dealt with. But one of these days, I'll catch it right. No problem. Looking at the fact how the market is like, it just broke my key zone right now, rallying towards that take profit. I am still going against the mathematics, but at this point of time, I cannot add any new trade. I would rather watch and see how the market behaves. Will it rally all the way to the TP before New York opening, or we may decline all the way to the PRV, which is my previous close, which was yesterday's entry. Can we retest these levels before the New York session? I'm just going to observe. If we can come back here, 44604, that is my sell stop there. I'll be adding another trade just there. I'll be expecting a good flip in there, declining all the way down. So I will have a pending order sitting right there. This is not a running order, guys. It's a pending order. That means my sell stop will be just at that price there, waiting for price to do its business, and then my stop loss will be actually there at that TP, and then my take profit will be here at this key zone, which is 44013. Basically, this is how I am on US30. Very, very rough one, but let's see how it goes. Jumping into NASDAQ, yesterday I spoke about this trade. NASDAQ has been doing me so many justice. I mean, smoothly doing its thing. We got that sell TP, and then immediately the market jumped in. I entered somewhere here, and then I also wrote here and I said this is a buying zone yesterday, just before the closure of the stream, and then I executed more buys. Currently running in the seriousness of blues there. I held over the night, and I'm still holding even now. However, today's market is giving me bearish signals. That means we are going to be selling NAS 100 today. However, I would want to take my profit at least at this zone today, somewhere there if we can reach. Nevertheless, this already is a break even for me. It's not a risk trade. It's a risk-free trade. Now, looking at it right now, I'm going to be looking at or observing these levels. Just don't take note of this. Yesterday's buy entry was abandoned, right? And I spoke about why this thing has been abandoned. And then I had said I will buy from a PRV or previous buy entry. And then I also spoke about this being a buy zone. If you check, this was also a 27th PRV, right? That's a level that is key to the market. And then we bought from there. The market began to continue rallying. Now, today, when I'm looking at price, I am seeing that there are two factors or three factors. This is a weak high, very, very weak. So there's a possibility that we may shoot all the way to that TP there this morning. And then let's see how it happens. So I'll observe price and I'll look at how price behaves in these levels. And then I'll be looking for sales as soon as there are signs for sales up here. Thank you so much. The market is open. Chris, you can open the market.
All right, Chad. With that being said, this is the official round 5 midweek. Hope you guys are ready for it. Ding, 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 ding.
Round 1, fight.
All right. So beautifully done. Let me finish up here.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The market are open. Let's see how this goes. So what will happen with NASDAQ today? It's very, very simple. Looking at how the market is like, for me, I am seeing something like one would say this was a support that was broken, right? As it was broken like that, we want to see price retesting that level. And actually, there should be, or there can be a possibility that as price has tested this broken structure, the price retesting it can actually mean declining all the way down. I hope this makes sense. So you wouldn't want to stay for too long on those buys, because we are testing a level that was broken yesterday, and then after we test it, we may, and I like it because the key zone is actually sitting at that level where we broke from, right? So selling from that level for me will be very, very vital. And then looking at how the market is, this is a projected target for the day, which is 22277. Basically, that will be my final destination, but I would want to see how the market goes. By the way, jumping into gold, which is my final pair. I'm currently running sales. I added fresh sales right now. Also this morning, back to my entry. It's been a long, I think this is my 4th day of holding this trade. It didn't reach my TP here, so I'm still very much convinced that we are going down, and there is an extension here which is of the 30th. We are coming down here, guys. We are coming down here. So this market is going to melt and melt and melt and melt according to the book of Experience, chapter 1, verse 1. Do not do what I do, or else you will lose money. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chris.
Thanks, Bonan. Kigo, give us the source there.
Let's run it up, chat. So let's start us off with the dollar. So start off with the dollar, guys. Again, we spoke to you yesterday about that we are bearish, but we wanted to notice that, again, the whole idea for us was going to come down to that weekly level. So starting us off on Tuesday with that weekly S1 coming into play quite perfectly, finding support and bouncing back up. Now, the dollar is, I think, going to start ranging there a little bit. Again, as Chris was talking, we have a bit of a shorter week. What does that mean for us? The fact that, again, we are trading today. Good chance we're going to have a little bit more of a choppy ranging market today with the idea that we have NFP tomorrow. So going to be quite an interesting one to see how the markets play out. But I do think we're not going to get anything too crazy when we look at the dollar again. We have a little bit of a gap we opened up with. We haven't closed that gap necessarily yet. And all I'm going to do to really monitor this is Asia highs. We want to trade back up previous daily highs, previous weekly low, see what happens there. Either breaks, find support to continue, otherwise it breaks back in. That's your fake out, and there continues that bearish momentum. So right now I am still leaning a bit more bearish, but we're going to monitor what happens at that point. When we drop down to the lower time frames, you'll see the same thing. Asia lows, Asia highs. So really continue that one-way momentum. Asia lows remain untested with that daily pivot and the EQ, so we'll see what happens there. Going over to NASDAQ, what we want to focus on now is very similar, guys. We are still quite neutral. So we spoke about yesterday that we were trading inside day. The sells came in on NAS, and this is where it got obviously interesting. The rest of the indices all really having a bearish day. Obviously, gold, USD going quite bullish. But when we look at it, it did take out those lows. Now, two things for me. We always talk about this after taking all-time highs, all-time highs, all-time highs, and then failing. That's where we kind of want to see that little bit of a red flag. So the first thing I want to take note of is we can see we do have a little bit of a level over here on the 4 hour. Now, very simply, you can monitor that and see that's obviously where we had a very aggressive pullback before we continue bullish. So when we start looking at it this way on NAS, we're going to see it again. So once we broke bearish, this also later became an area we came and found support to continue more bullish. So same thing here, guys. Very, very simple. We're going to monitor that level, Asia highs, Asia lows. If NAS can continue, get back above this level, find support like it did in the past, we can continue bullish again at that previous weekly high. But if we fail, yeah, I think this is going to be the point we see that rejection move. With regards to the grabber kick, you guys always know that. So trading now, the grabber would be going long. It is quite a riskier trade in my opinion. But we're going to monitor because even on the 15, you can already see a little bit of a lower level, and we are starting to hold resistance on that area there. So we can also monitor that. But very simply, where this is now, either breaking above to find buys there. Otherwise, trading into this, if we reject, once we get back under the EQ Asia highs, that's the move for Asia lows that remains untested. Going over to USD though, this is where, again, as I said, gets interesting. We are now going over here. As I said to you guys yesterday, if you paid attention, I always talk to you. This is where we use history, guys. History. Because this is the one idea when I always say the past might not repeat itself, but we can get an idea of what to expect. And the only thing I said to you guys yesterday is when we were trading in this level, if you guys took note, the same we did over there and the same thing we did over here, is if you took note of once we got into this level of this key area and this key area, what happened? The moves were very, very big moves, and we spoke about why you could expect that to happen there. Went bullish, obviously all the way back into that psychological key area, or 44,500, now some middle ground round number, and now starting to trade bullish again. So we're going to see USD continue that trend, broke back down, holding that previous area, trading bullish again. Now same thing I'm going to say to you guys, yeah, what played out with NAS is if we are trading bullish here, we have a nice key area, weekly R1. If we do reject and we go back under that previous daily high, this is a potential area it can short from, so we want to monitor that. But at the same time, very, very looking strong over here. So if this continues, I would love to maybe see a potential pullback of that previous daily high Asia highs, and if we can continue there to get in on those buys. So we'll monitor that and see what happens there. Then lastly, with gold. Gold, again, we spoke about, is very, very much neutral for us at this point in time. The big idea is that we traded bullish off of that yearly R2, hit the monthly R1 on day one. And if you guys notice, we traded up, we hit that area of resistance perfectly on the money, coming all the way back down, now back at that monthly pivot. So two things are going to happen here for me, guys, if we are looking at it on that aspect. As long as we stay underneath this monthly pivot, especially Asia lows, if we break, yeah, we could see that potential sell continuation all the way to the downside. But I am also going to be alert to the idea that if we can get back above and we start holding this monthly pivot, we can see gold make a bit of a comeback. So going to be quite interesting there, but hence why a neutral day for me. But Chad, that's everything from me.
Thank you so much, Kigo. Chad, yeah, listen here. Getting absolutely ping-ponged here by gold. Yesterday, going for the shorts, closing them out. I think, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story, closed out for break even here. Now going for the longs. Could this be, getting the direction wrong again? But I am bullish on it. I cannot be bearish on gold. US 30, as mentioned, we're going to have to get below here. So I'm literally just waiting to see what is going to happen once we retest this level. If we hold this zone, then absolutely jumping out of these shorts. These shorts will get you sliced like a Durban chicken curry, almost the 2-minute noodles. There is a Durban curry flavor, if I'm not mistaken, Chad.
I love it, bro.
Keegan says he loves him. So I actually think he's got a Durban curry. Just show them the Durban curry noodles Kigo is having there. You guys think I'm lying. There it is, Durban curry noodles for breakfast. Short on gold. Brian, honestly, at this stage, I don't know what I'm doing with gold. Might delete it. Feeling cute. Might blow my account later. Thanks so much. But yeah, Chad, gold, it happens. It happens. So for me, that is the idea we are going with here. Very, very one-way traffic here this morning. Dollar, let's check what the dollar is doing. Yeah, dollar, that previous daily high level, that is what we are going to need to monitor. Previous daily high. There we go, US 30. Ooh, is US 30 on rails again today. NASDAQ, let's check NAS. Okay, point of control there. Alrighty, but Chad, that is the rapid fire analysis. That is the rapid fire analysis here for us. I think Asia lows, yeah. Asia lows almost getting tapped. Study session. GBPUSD. There's that Asia lows. GJ. Back at Asia high. So let's see what GJ does. Flames. Markets putting us through the flames. Let's check what short on gold here. Hey, Willem, beautiful. Yeah, I wish I was in the shorts. Yeah, no, that is Durban curry. Looks like you added turmeric in there. That's why it's so orange. Little night here DJing, but a professional one. Okay, let's see here what gold is gonna do. Hey, Bonang, the markets have been dealing with us.
It's tough. It's the half of the year now. It's tough.
Yeah, Chad, unfortunately, yesterday was my first losing day in almost 6 weeks. I had to cut the shorts I had on US 30 as well. So I took the win in the afternoon. Had some shorts, and I think I killed it somewhere here just before the close last night. So yeah. How's the Vault Funder competition going, guys? Let's actually have a look. I think you are asking because you are on the leaderboard. You can just confirm for me. That question is very
making money.
That question is very specific, so I'm assuming Konzani. Nothing wrong with saying you're on the leaderboard. Let's see.
Losing has been by choice. We choose to go against the market. We see it in front of us. The market says, come and eat. Then we say, no, we don't want this food. We want our own. Especially me. With this US 30 behavior, I don't know what entered me, guys. What kind of a spirit is this? Eh?
Some fasting and prayer needed.
It's just a mindset. I have to twist my mind.
Chat, Siabonga. Where is Siabonga in the chat here? How is the number 8 or something? Okay, there. Cats Rams FX. 65% Siabonga. I believe this Siabonga has been on the leaderboard before. Is Siabonga in the chat here? Sam Traders FX, I've seen as well. Forex Shark 1. Carl Goliath. Al Stefan Pau, I believe he's a Project G member in Dubai. Calvin Graaf, also someone that I've seen quite a bit on the leaderboard.
I think, Chris, you should just put me there so that I can just be trading. I won't win an account. I just want to see if anyone will hit me there on that leaderboard.
We can. I'll chat support.
Bro, what are we doing?
Getting Bonang in the competition.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I want to see who does what.
Where's Lagos?
Lagos, Nigeria.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, bro. We're moving from India to Lagos. There we go.
But Bonang was right to it, short and line. My doubts, but my boy pulled a rabbit out of that time. Yeah, Chad, sometimes the market is gonna you've got, I think what happens sometimes is that you've got an inherent bias. There's I don't want to say there's something there. It's just a case of you wanna actually sell and the market is not selling, and to an extent you become ignorant towards that, and that is sometimes where by the time you want to start buying, then it's too late. Then you miss the entire rally. So again, it comes back to that old saying of trade what you see, not what you feel. And I think just as traders, there are going to be days where you are on the right side and things are going to be beautiful. And then there are going to be days where your idea was wrong for the day. And you need to accept it, come back the next day, and just get a fresh perspective on the charts. But don't become confused, Chad. That's the thing. Even if you're wrong on the day, own up to it. At least have an idea of why you wanted to buy that day. But as soon as you become confused, that is dangerous.
Got to trade the plan.
Good morning, Cheese, Chad, family. Amina told me you guys sent in messages on condolences. You guys must know it is much appreciated. I thought I just got a gap and let me send a message in here. Nazam, we are all here for you, my brother. Sending lots of love to you and the entire family. Keeks, have you heard anything about the hidden 1% risk per trade rule on FTMO?
People, okay, guys, so let me address this. People keep talking about it. There is no hidden 1% rule. People started assuming it. So they have basically, let's put it in this aspect, the exact same way Vault does. They have a risks team. So if they deem that your trading style is very risky, they email you, they approach you, they give you a warning to listen, hey, we don't like what you're doing, change it. But There is no, and this is the thing. Chris can tell you because he's seen me do it, where I've risked 3%, for example, on a live account in a trade. So I've been very aggressive sometimes on a live account, and I've had no issue. I got my payout.
So it's if they flag you in your risk interview and say, listen, you need to stick to that.
Yeah. If they can see, for example, let's just put it this way, guys. Let's put it this way, the consistency.
Ooh.
If I've got an approach to how I trade, they can see there's clearly a strategy because they obviously ask you about that. They can see, okay, he trades the exact same time every single day. He trades for the same amount of TP every single day. He does all these things the exact same. He hasn't changed anything when he's gone live now. He's clearly trading a strategy. There's a method to the madness. Again, then he's not gambling. Let's put it that way. He's doing something proper. So they won't flag you for that then. Grubber, does the rule stay the same when winning the competition? Because I see it has a 10% trailing loss.
How do you mean the rules?
Bonang, what's the word of the day? Oh, he's on the phone.
He's going to give you a word now.
He's talking to the market makers quickly.
NAS coming back. Let's see, US 30. Chad, I'm not complaining. Let me actually see what my US portfolio is looking like.
Word of the day. All right. Let me give you the word of the day. What's the word of Lyndon? Word of the day today. It's a scripture. It's in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 1. In Good News translation, it says, invest your money in foreign trade, and one of these days you will make a profit. It didn't say every day, one of these days. So the word of the day is that if the Bible itself is not giving surety that you are going to make profits every day, one of these days you have to manage your risk properly. But make sure that the day you win big. That's what I can say.
There we go. My brother, the 4-hour candle close. So the issue is some of the brokers have different rollover periods. So for instance, the 4-hour candle on Blackpool could be different to the 4-hour candle on IC markets, and it's due to their rollover time. So it's usually an hour before, hour after. So I suggest.
So Chris,
yo,
I'm closing this my NASDAQ here. I don't want to lose my money here, so I'm taking out this trade right now where this market is sitting. Right there. Yeah, I'm out of this trade. Then what I would do, I would then monitor this market and see how it behaves throughout the day, and then I'll be looking for selling opportunities today on this NASDAQ. And then as of US 30, I told you I have a sell stop here, 44,604. I tell you, one silly mistake, if whatever is pushing this market up leaves that hold, we are in for it. Too much money. Thank you so much, guys. And then gold, let me check gold and see how gold does. Please, disclaimer, always do not do what I do. You will lose money. And this is not financial advice. This is solely for purposes of education, entertainment only. So I'm still currently on entry there. Let's see how that goes. So I'm running sales on NASDAQ, sales on US 30, which is a sell or stop, and then I'm also running sales on gold. Otherwise, NASDAQ, I'm just observing for now. Thank you.
Just to quickly answer, Viking, I'm still not following. Chris, unless you are, but I mean, like when you win the competition, you get a VF funded account, right? So when trading your challenge, does the 10% trailing loss move over to the challenge also?
No, you get a fresh account, my brother.
But I'm still confused. What 10% trailing loss are we talking about? The
I think the competition has got a trailing.
Oh,
I
didn't
think
even
so.
look at that. Okay.
I think so. I'm not. Why don't we trade DAX? Yes, brother. I just haven't traded DAX in many, many years. Price action is price action, so you can trade any. You can trade any instrument you really want to. DAX, for instance, for me on the weekly is technically bullish. The only thing is we open up bullish. We took the previous weekly high and now starting to close back below it. So we are effectively in this weekly range on DAX. On the daily, daily is bearish for me. But the issue that makes it a little bit tricky with DAX now is we close bearish right up against this retest area. So if this starts to flip bearish, you would actually go now for that gap close down there. So I would have started off my day bearish, then looking at our point of control. Point of control sitting slap bang there in the middle. Where's Asia eyes? There's Asia eyes. Failed to hold above. Rejection there. Nice short now at Asia low. So yeah, you can trade it, bro. I just hadn't. Yeah, there's nothing that has pulled me to wanting to trade it again. You've never traded DAX, eh, Kigo?
No. I've always said this to the guys. People always ask me, why did you trade this? Why did you trade that? And it's simple, guys. They can be a million pairs. So what, if I can find profitability on all of them, must I trade a million freaking pairs? The thing is, every trade or every pair you add to your watch list is another pair that you open your account up to risk against.
Yeah.
I've got 2 pairs I know I'm good at. I trade that, and that's it.
Gold slicing us like a chicken. Why is gold slicing me kicks? Alright, Chad, we've got a 2-piece McNugget in. Once we hit that zone, we're going for a 3-piece. Might become a family meal soon. Hey, gold. Yes, the gold. Gold has got my number this week. What did we trade on Monday? I'm still positive on the week though. What did we trade on? Let me just check. What did we? Oh, we didn't. I don't think we traded on Monday because it was month-end flows. Oh no, I traded the buys. The okay, that was a very, very solid. Yeah, that's actually what saved me is that Monday buys. Yesterday was the first. Okay, those US 30 sells got destroyed, and then okay, so it's technically 2 wins, 1 loss. 1 win, 1 break even, 1 loss. Got obliterated. Obliteration. US 30. Chad, this thing is looking. This thing is looking like it's on rails. Gold. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit low, Chad, and I'm adding another piece of a thigh. We already have 2 drumsticks on the menu. Nothing like adding a little thigh there as well. Okay, let's check the chat here. Chris, for your average daily range lines, are you measuring from daily open? Yes, from the daily open, my brother. From the daily open. So when I coded this this little indicator, I specifically asked for the daily range from open to close. So that is how I take it. So from your daily open. Why is my daily flip here? There's my daily flip. Average bottom wick, average daily range is 24.3. Obviously that changed a little bit. I feel like I must just sit and code this in as well. Ooh, gold.
Gold is doing me justice, Chris.
Hey, and it's slicing me.
Smooth
Chopping.
inside.
No, it's rough here by me. Yo, a lot of roughness here at this stage with gold. And US 30. US 30 also flames. Flames. Chat, okay. This is where we're going to need to start locking in. Once we hit that zone, that is where we're going to definitely need to lock in. Okay. If we hold here, I am going for the bull side. If we start trading back below, beautiful. Gold, I'm not too phased here, chat. There's our average bottom wick. So I'm still going to add my third piece here. Still make it a nice 3-piece. But yeah. Okay, let me just see. Kribo, thanks. That makes sense. Yes, it's trailing. Bonang, what's your sell stop on US 30? Wait 17 hours for your zone just for Dololo.
My sell stop is 44604. 44604. That's my stop loss. I mean my sell stop, sorry.
Rux, wouldn't he do it from the current hour low, because that's the true size of the daily. No, the true size of a daily candle is the body. The wicks, remember the wicks is just, I don't want to say the wicks doesn't really count, but the actual key metric you're looking for is where price opens and where it closes. That's why you'll always hear me talk about flat body resistance area and flat body support areas, because that is the key. The only time a wick is important for me is at a potential swing high formation, where I want to see it take a previous daily high and then close strong bearish. Yo, the thing is starting to tickle my back a little, yeah. Only Wednesday, might call it a week. Hey, Brian. Which indicator are you using for daily low and high? No, I just pull it. I just know, for instance, that this is currently our daily high. And I just know that that is our daily low. Even your volume profile, your session volume profile gives it to you. That grayed out box, that's currently your session low, that's your session high. Same on gold here. That is your session low, that is your session high. Alrighty, chat. Let's see what US30 is gonna do here for us. Bonang, no more going against the mathematics, said somebody. What do you mean by average bottom wick, Chris? And if you enter along there, what would the reason be? Sean, so the average bottom wick is that indicator that I scripted gives you the averages of your top wick, your bottom wick. So if we think about averages, you can actually look at it this way. Let's quickly go to, I'm going to keep it on US30 chat. I just want to monitor. Let me just put it on another screen here. We need to just be focused on this zone right now. But what it comes down to is think about it visually. Let's think about it visually. So there's our average stats for the last 20 trading days. So the average daily range, I'm going to draw this in gray, but I'm going to explain it to you. So let's say this body is 290. Okay. So this just shows us what the average daily candle looks like. The average upper wick is 104 and the average lower wick is 75. So this data, if I had to visually show it to you, is telling us that this is what the average daily candle looks like. Okay. Now, what you can technically even do is you can draw this candle out to scale. So let's actually do that quickly.
Sorry, bro. Just guys, everyone there that has the indicator, please, if you are having an issue, just go click the little refresh button. You do have the indicator. Just an update for everyone.
Okay, so this is what the average daily candle looks like. I'm gonna draw it for us. And this is actually all it's saying is that if it's an average day, technically, depending on your bias for the day, this is what the daily candle would look like. And I'm going to show you now how you can use it. So the average bottom wick is 75. Okay. Just fatten this up a little bit. Okay.
Rixie, that it is, my brother. We're going to go shopping.
105. Okay. So technically, in a perfect world, if everything goes according to averages, this is what an average US30 candle would look like. So now, if I take this candle, let's quickly do this, and I put it there, in essence, this is what your average would look like if we continue bullish today. That is the idea. So now me marking that out is that I'm trying to trade within the averages. Okay, so yesterday, for instance, we went 2 standard deviations. So we actually went twice the average daily range. Today, if we continue bullish, this is what the daily candle could very well look like. And if we actually go bearish, you know what I'm actually thinking now? Wait, let me just make a note on that.
Random rankers. Which giveaway?
Chad, just give me a second. Yeah, I actually got an idea here. I don't know why I thought about I'm using averages, but I should actually have an average for bullish candles and an average for bearish candles. Big brain, my brother. Okay, I'm gonna have
MacBook probably be announced end of this week, maybe first thing next week. It's a done deal. You guys voted on it. You chose it. It's just we obviously gonna make a cool little piece for the actual announcement. But yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, we're not gonna not give it away.
Yeah.
And we're not like that, Chad. The thing is sitting here, needs to be given away. But yeah, chat. So that is the idea. I've got work now to do to refine this code a little bit. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. That's the best possible way I can explain it. So the same now with gold. Gold has got its stats. Its average low wick, average upper wick, and the average daily range. So all things considered equal, on an average day, technically this area right here, if we are going to continue bullish, we are going to continue bullish, this is where the bottom wick should actually be.
Sorry, my brother. Okay, random. You clearly are not listening. We just finished June, which was the iPad.
We're giving away the MacBook.
It is a MacBook. So at the end of July, we choose the winner.
Oh.
It has just started the giveaway.
Hey guys,
for the MacBook.
let's just give away the MacBook now. Let's just get another one for end of July. Your Kigo's going big. I hope that he knows that's coming out of his pocket. How do we go from an iPad to a MacBook, bro?
The MacBook was the breather, bro.
How do we go from... Yes.
Chad, you know, he says that, but he was the one who the previous month was like, PS5 and a TV.
Okay. Yo, the chat is just getting stuff here. I might even give a car away in August. Might as well just go and get a car.
Chad, who wants a Uno?
What's off the... Nah, bro, the way we're going now with these giveaways, the next giveaway... Dude, bro, let's just give away a car here. Let's quickly phone Fubs. Let's just tell him, bro, get the car.
Wait. Actually, hold on. Chad, serious now, dead serious. Would you guys do a Rolly if we did a giveaway for a Rolly? But it's obviously second hand. We're not talking brand new out the box. For guys that are into watches, you know what we're talking about. But if we had to do a Rolly second hand, would that be something you guys would go for?
Yeah, bro, that's an asset. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. We understand it, but like some people would be like, you know, like you can't go give away a second-hand MacBook, but a Rolly, like, I mean, that's still, you know what I'm saying?
Brian, it's still like almost 300 G's.
Hey, Brian, you're not getting allocations here and getting brand new out the box here, bro.
Yo, I'm fighting to get an allocation.
I'm in, yes, for sure. I'm game for a Rolly. I mean, yeah, the person, if you don't even want to keep it, you sell it. But, see, I like Matteo. He's just like, nah, bro, just give us the Apple Watch.
Rolly is a Rolly, guys.
Can we build a bridge by our house?
Hey, you guys. I must just send him a video. It's like a tiny little... I'm going to send you guys a video tonight.
You're going to see Chris standing outside there on his story. All right, guys. So there's the front of my house. There's the bridge. So
Give
who won
away
the
a car.
iPad? We announce it either tomorrow. So we'll do the selection tomorrow, and then we'll be able to tell you who the winner was.
Where is the iPad? Is it here?
It was not behind you. It's in the girls' room.
Let's just go get it before guys.
So they think
Before guys think we're not those guys that announce giveaways without buying the thing first. So we're actually gonna go buy the MacBook, I think, on Friday. So somebody that is I feel is a sexy price, the MacBook. I'll take 200 cigarette rolls. Is it free, Rollins? I don't even know if I'm entered into that giveaway. Oh, damn. But then you can enter the... Sure. Chad, here we go. Smooth.
So we're still there, sealed in the box. For anyone that has Apple devices before, you'll see there's still the sealings at the bottom. It has not been opened.
Bro, this is actually a quality little product. Let's just...
Still completely sealed.
Keeks? Bro, but what if I win? Bro, I want this.
Mo's playing Angry Birds on the iPad. Hey.
Yo, Chad. Alright, so this is going to one of you guys. And
Yeah.
then Keegan just upped the stakes to a MacBook. So, the boys. I think Keegs enjoys this. Like, he came in, he's like, nah, we got to do something lacquer for the guys. MacBook. You like doing the giveaways, Keegs?
Hey, bro, it's awesome to give back.
Nah, it is good.
You know, Chad, I actually was talking about this the other day. Someone actually did message me when I put that post up, and they're like, are you guys actually going to give away a MacBook? And I was like, yeah, if it gets the most votes, we're giving away a MacBook.
Really? That's
And
somebody...
and the thing is, Chad, like, to be fair, I do still remember the days like when I was growing up, and at that time Apple was still like this thing that was like Apple. I mean, it still is, but it's like it was like this hectic thing. And now to think about it, how we just like give away Apple devices, bro. Like we always say, Chad, if we win, the community wins. We always want to give back to you guys.
I think that is a sick giveaway, the MacBook.
And hold on, Chad, just actually a second here, quickly. Where we chose MacBook. Before Chris continues, did Chris tell you what he wanted us to give away as the other option?
What did I want to...
A whole gaming PC.
No, I think yeah, the gaming PC. I think the gaming PC would have been sick.
I said to him, we
we'll
definitely can do it
next one.
in the future. We'll still do it. There's still a gaming PC, as you said. There's the watch we can talk about. Like, Chad, okay, let's put it also this way. If we did let's even say, for example, like a Rolly we're talking about. I think Chris
I would rather do a car than... I would rather say give away a car, because what can you get for 300k? Cars in South Africa.
That would be mad, bro. That's giving away a car.
You
could get a little GTR there.
No, you want to give them a new car, bro. Not a set.
Or
You
like
want
full warranty,
Yeah,
maintenance
everything.
plan, a brand new Polo. Can you get a Polo for?
No, I don't think.
I know the GTRs and the Rs are like right up there. A Jimny. No, I think Jimny's are also.
No,
I think
Jimny's
Jimny's are like
also
600 or
solid.
something.
Kia Picanto, Volkswagen, Toyota
Maybe a
Scarlet.
Suzuki.
Let's check Toyota. You can never go wrong with Toyota. Let's go.
Suzuki Swift.
Let's go Toyota Scarlet. Are we putting this out in the universe? We're giving away a car this year. Toyota Starlet. Let's quickly check here. Bro, that would be sick. Huh? You
Give it
fly
a
the
go.
person out. We're not even making Mr. Beast money, but we give him
Chad, keep in mind, we're not talking about doing this now. Like, let's just also be real, yeah. We talk about it in the
We
future.
might do it before the end of the year. Fuck it. Let's do it. White. Gotta go white.
Okay,
So
Chad, let's be real. Okay, hold on. How about
50.
we're going to give away a Hilux? But Chris and myself have to ride it for half the year first, just to make sure it's
Nah, bro,
working,
we can't
and
do
then we're
that.
going to give it away to you guys. We just got to demo
Nasty.
it.
So then you still sell cuck that doesn't work. I think this started, bro. This started looks like a...
Bro, I swear I've never even seen this car on the road before.
Really? No, I've seen them.
Wait, actually I think I do, but more the...
Look at that, bro. Little,
okay, no,
little
I've seen
Apple
this, no, I've
CarPlay.
seen this.
Nice little interior.
I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, it's actually quite nice.
Look at that. We do the giveaway over 3 years. And we brand it. It technically just becomes your own branded car. All right, Chad. Here we go.
Chad, I think we're being serious here though. Like, I think when we get to that level of, I think like a big milestone. Let's say maybe when we hit like 50k subscribers or something on YouTube, and
Yeah.
we can do like a call like that.
Chad, nice. I don't know. Drop a 1 in the chat if for some reason you were short on GJ. Beautiful, as mentioned. Not shorting, not buying Asia eyes when it does that. The guys will know. Rux and Linden, the Asian specialists, and I'm not talking about Asian specialists because they hook up with Asian chicks. No, I'm talking about the Asian range. All right, some of you guys need to cleanse your minds. Please, let's keep it professional here. And then gold starting to come back now a little bit. There's Asia lows and then US 30. Let's see if she's gonna do the work here for us.
Gee, 2000 giving the bar on gold.
Really? Can't be. What is this Iron 2000 thing, bro, that you guys keep talking about?
It's a little hack to trading, bro.
Iron 2000.
It's a real life cheat code.
Did it give the buy in the 1 minute?
Yeah. Well, that's just the notifications just coming through on my side. Yeah, they.
Iron 2000.
Bro, I like that bar.
Gave a nice sell on NAS as well, eh? Check that. Iron 2000. Smooth. Gave a buy at 6 o'clock. There we go. Come on. Yeah, I thought I can't be that cuck at trading. Okay, let's see. I'm surprised Ed didn't jump. I think Ed is not here. That's why. Otherwise, he would have. Only TP4's iron smoothness. Buy gold now, TP3338. LeafX, I hope you are registered with the FSCA to give financial advice. Just drop your FSCA number here. Or at least just show us your RE5 or RE1. Please don't do signals here, Leah. Because you give a signal with no context. That is the issue. What is your TP on GJ? Is nobody in the GJ trade? Nobody in the GJ trade. It's going to be that zone there. 196.60. Alavo talking Chris. Ban Leah just for having FX in the name. Liking buys now too. I prefer zero drawdown. Hey Brian. No man. Bro, are you sure this thing can't go higher? You're not back. These Timo Herman Millers or something else, huh?
They doing us dirty, yeah, bro.
That's my sell stop triggered, guys, on US 30.
Did you take yours off?
Trying to figure it out there, bro.
Yo, they don't make these Herman Millers like they used to.
Nah, bro, they scammed us.
But why? You checked it?
Yeah.
Is that maybe because you tightened the top first? No, we must actually phone and remember that you that's really funny. Do you think that gap should be there?
I think it could maybe be a little bit less, but
Did you have to screw this in as well?
what?
These screws here on the side, or was that?
Oh, I just screwed it in.
That looks better, huh?
Yeah. Does that like bother your ADHD?
Sure, bro, that when I saw it, I won't be able to sit down to bed.
TG's mechanics. Hey. She's a bit late today. Hey. Just gonna look about. Do you guys have a lacquer discount code? At the moment, I don't know what discount code we have. There's 2Gs. We don't have a bigger one. So yeah, 2Gs I think is the only active one right now.
Keith's gonna trust that you do it well.
Yeah,
Promise?
bro, I promise.
But how did you get into these ones? Oh, you put this on afterwards. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking your craftsmanship here. What are the rules? 50-50. Ooh, gee, it's one of the rules. Why did you say reshape? Weren't you able to sit on this shit? That's what you said.
Bro, you've been able to sit in it. I can sit in it. Ed sat in it. We're all good, yeah, bro. There's no small guys in this office.
Somebody once DM'd me and said Riche is a big guy even in the shade. Oh, Riche, part of the big boy gang. Somebody messaged me and said Riche is a tank, even in the shade.
Bro.
Alright, let's feel it. This feels good. Much better. Much better. Bro, but this thing bothers me.
Your head can't even touch it.
Yo, these Timo Herman Millers.
His head literally doesn't even.
Does yours touch it?
Yeah,
Really?
perfectly.
Oh, bro.
Now I'm gonna ask Timo Herman Miller for a refund.
Oh, that's classic.
Kruber will be fixing the chair after stream. Now, I just always make sure those bolts are, because I'm a big guy. From the photos I've seen, Riche is also quite a unit. NAS will be falling on its face today. It very well could. It very well could. Big Daddy now, Riche. Where's Riche? Riche, please report to the front desk. Riche, please report to the front desk. Riche said he popped me a message last night, Kiggs. I don't know, he said something about, hey Chris, I've got this very good opportunity coming up when you guys are down in mainland. I don't know if you want to meet up. Something about circles and changing the game. And then it just sent me a red circle. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's some cult. Is that a
He's a
cult?
cultist.
Is it a cult thing? Kicks.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. These weird shapes. You never know with them. Don't know what you can trust nowadays.
Bonang is quiet. He took a sell on Nazo yesterday. Today. I was on a call.
No, I'm kidding, Chad. No, he really said, I told him Friday we'll check. Friday might be busy, but he said he's keen for a meetup. Oh, there we go. Brian, hey. Circle signals continuity. Yes, but my brother, there's GJ. Not personally in it, but I did share with you guys that that is a valid setup. If you have not seen this setup here specifically, please go !Discord. This entire little playbook is in the Discord for you as well. There's !Asia, if I'm not mistaken. !Asia is not a link to Asian recipes. It's actually a video on how to use the Asian range. So I know some of you looking for some good Asian recipes, but that is not what this is. Oh, the blues. The blows. There's some wallet padders here. Jeremy, when are you in Port Elizabeth, my brother? We've got some work to do. Yeah, the sales are valid for me while we stay below that previous daily high. And the reason I say that is if you go on the daily and you go back on all of these previous days, you would see that there was every single time going all the way back to last week Wednesday. As soon as we started holding above that previous daily high, then you started progressing. So even some of the days literally gapped up a little bit. So that's why this morning when I shorted, I told Keeks my idea is firstly we've had all of this bullish momentum to the upside with little to no pullback. So just from a statistical point of view, this is already out of the norm from what we've seen so far this year. Just even the length of the move without any pullback. So that's already a statistical anomaly. And then secondly, at that stage we were trading below the previous daily high. So when I jumped on the stream, I said, Chad, I'm going short. I'm building a short position with the idea that we are trading. We took the previous daily high. So when I got to the charts this morning, there we took the previous daily high, started trading back below. Then we obviously had this pop, but I wasn't too concerned because in most cases, your previous daily highs and lows would be get tested as well. So I thought, okay, let me wait for the retest. There's our weekly resistance 1. Let me see what the retest is going to do. So yeah. Gold on the other hand, like I said, I am bullish. I was taking it very close to that point of control. I didn't wait for a pullback or for the average bottom wick to form, because with gold as well, this is almost where I want to say the previous days wrecked us a little bit, because gold just moves from the point of control. So you come to the charts, you wait for pullbacks, this and that, and it just moves without you. So I even had a chat with Mo on Monday where I said for the next couple of weeks, if I'm bullish or bearish on a pair and it's trading close or relatively close to the point of control, I'm going to start building a position. Just because the bottom and top wicks are little to none, especially on US 30. So that is the idea. So now what we need to see, there we've got another retest on Asia highs. Now we got to see what the backside is going to do here, the backside retest. And then if we fail there and we're back inside of the Asia range, we are A-OK. Otherwise, this is just a deeper pullback and this thing can still run long. All right. Chris, if that share breaks on the live, bro, that will be legend. No, I don't think it will. I think it... What do you rate, Kicks? Feels... it hasn't started creaking or anything. They almost look like Herman Miller's there.
No, I feel they're good, bro. There's no... We don't need stress here.
Somebody asking about Laren, the tattoo artist from Durban. Do you rate him the best? I think he is when it comes to tattoo. He's from Durban.
I have no clue who that is.
Real estate in the city joints needs you. Lyndon.
Until I am running a streetwise too, but that second piece was a little spicy. So I know some of you guys are naughty, so I actually have a streetwise 2 on the table, but I don't want to share that second piece. That second piece was one of those pieces of chicken that fell. It defrosted, they frosted it again, and they ran out of chicken today and just threw it in the deep fryer anyway. And some unlucky client got it. No, I just added a position there, Chad, but I didn't share it because it was risky, because it was technically not valid for me to take another position there. But my thinking was that if I add a position there, I'm expecting that pullback into the previous daily high. Then my average is sitting there, so then I technically get out of break even. But it's not. I'm not gonna share something that I'm not 100% confident about. Gold, I only have the little 2 piece as well. Like I mentioned, GJ, not in GJ, but shared the idea with you guys here. Lyndon and the boys, Lyndon and Rex will tell you this is an A+ setup. If you know, you know. This is gold. What is USD ZAR doing? USD ZAR. Bro, how resilient has the rand been? Absolutely disgusting.
It's bringing up a fight, eh?
Yes, dude, look at this. Chris, how's gold going? Jake's 2025. Oh, Jake C. But now we need you. Are we gonna get Bonai in the competition?
Yeah,
We're gonna get him.
prophetic sniper there.
We're gonna put him there for you guys. Bonang, actually, Bonang, let's talk about this. Last week, you got you didn't have a good trading week. How do you deal with it? I think let's chat to the chat a little bit about that. How do you deal with a week like last week?
Well, for me, I don't think it affects me that much because one, I didn't lose what I can't afford to lose. For example, I think I breached only one account, but other accounts are still there. Though they may be down, I'm still very much able to manage them back into their purpose. Well, I took winning trades on funded account and took losing trades on challenges. So I balanced that equation for me very well. Because remember, these trades didn't really go on a loss. They went into profits. Then as soon as they're in profits, I would collect. I mean, I would be in profit of 50,000 on funded accounts and then I close. So the balance of the equation was a very good one for me. Though the challenges or the plan that I had was to pass other accounts so I can build up my portfolio, it didn't work out very well. But on other accounts, then there was a proper management there.
So it's actually
Yes,
on the real money side, you actually made money, but just on the challenge side is where you lost a little bit of money.
Yes, sir. I went on a drawdown on challenges, but on the real accounts, I made good money, and then I was content with what the market would want to give me, and then I break even.
But let's say you go into a period of losing, maybe. Let's say last week was a total write-off, and you lost on the live accounts, you lost on the challenge account. How do you bounce back from let's say a week where there's a lot of, because it even though it doesn't affect us, we still gauge our performance and we want to do well. How do you bounce back from that?
For me, definitely what I do, Chris, I don't want to lie to you. Honestly speaking, loss does not really affect me. Why? Because every month I have a plan that I have to say, this month, this is my plan. If it doesn't work, this is plan B. Plan B is actually to purchase another account if this account doesn't work. So basically, that's how I am. So I always bounce back by simply continuing to trade. I can't stop, because if I do stop, then that means I am down. So I just keep on going. And according to my trading plan, I have some finances that I would set aside and say, you know what, this July, I am willing to go beyond this. Yeah, if it gets tough, I think last year I was in a position where things got really tough, Chris. I found myself selling even a car, because things were a bit hard for me there. And after selling that, then that's how I was able to come back a bit strong. So I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I have this, I have that. Those things that I have, they are actually a plan B for me. If things get so rough to the extent that I have blown everything that I have, I will then go and rescue myself using something. But still, I believe that one attempt is not the end. I can still go back again, second attempt. On the third attempt or the 10th attempt, I'll definitely make it. And then I will make sure that my win is bigger than the whole entire loss. Then I go back and restore whatever that I had lost.
Bonang, saying that, I think this is something we can talk about a little bit. Selling a car, okay, so you're getting to the extent where you sell a car. How do you feel mentally to say, okay, flip, I sold my car now, and let's say X amount of money, like this is my last plan or the last bit of money. How do you mentally attack the charts then, or do you try and put that aside and just focus on your trading and not thinking, okay, listen here, I am now on the emergency plan. This is the ER plan.
Yeah, with me, Chris, I think I once told you the story that for me to get that Vault Funder account, I sold a Jeep Cherokee. I sold it 50,000. I said, give me this car, give me this money now. I want to do this. So that's what I really did. But then for me, I evaluated the situation. I looked at the fact that when I got that car, I was busy gallivanting the whole time, and I'm not focusing on the charts. I'm running up and down. For example, if a person comes and knock at my door, please take me to a certain place, and I will take them there. I'm the one pouring petrol. I'm the one doing everything for those people. But at the end of the day, I looked at the fact that, nah, man, this thing is not a blessing. It's more like a curse to me to be driving up and down. What am I gaining? So when I looked at the fact that, nah, the main reason why I am losing here is because I am focusing on this driving up and down. So this thing, I have to get rid of it. It's an obstacle for me. So I didn't really care much about a car. I'm not attached to anything, honestly, Chris, because I had nothing. So I'm not attached to anything. I'm ready to lose anything. The only thing that I can't lose is my life to Satan. That's the only thing that I can. I protect my life against Satan at all costs. But anything material, like I rise because of it. It's a stepping stone for me. If I have a car, it's a stepping stone. If I have a house, it's a stepping stone. Anything that I have is a stepping stone.
That's powerful, Bonang. So
yes, sir.
Effectively, what you're saying is having that ability to detach yourself from material things and not being afraid to be cut back to ground zero. There's and I think that there is what kills a lot of guys, is that you've got this social status, and I've seen it so many times. You've got this social status, and you're doing well, and you can afford your lifestyle. Now what happens is you take some knocks. Now to try and uphold that status, you go into debt, because you're scared of what people are going to say, like, oh, Chris was driving a Toyota Scarlet and now he's walking. And excuse my French, you shouldn't give a fuck about anyone else. Sorry for that, Bonang.
It's okay.
Because nobody is actually worried about you. So you shouldn't do things to please other people. Because the reason you're going into debt is you're concerned about what someone else is going to say.
Yeah.
If they look at you and you walk in and you say, yo, my brother, I fell on my face. I took a chance. I went into business. I tried to start a business. I tried to start something. I tried. So I fell on my face. If they want to laugh, they laugh, whatever. But a lot of people do things for people that don't even know them and for that image. So
you know what, Chris? Yeah. Go ahead.
No. So all I want to say is you should never be afraid of what other people say, what other people's opinions are. Because if Bonang was afraid of what people thought about him, say last year when he went through, let's say, a difficult time, and he tried to keep hold of certain things to still portray a certain lifestyle. That could have actually been detrimental, but the ability that Bonang had to say, listen, yeah, I don't care, like I've been nothing, I came from nothing. For me to go back there and then rise again is just part of it. Sorry, Bonang, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, that's the thing. Thanks, Chris. You know, for me, I think I must thank God for who I am, honestly speaking. You know why? Because I'm one individual who grew up in the bush. I think one of these days when we send out the podcast, people will learn a lot. I'm one person who was trained fully so. So I grew up in the bush, Chris, in a church where the culture of that church was like we were not allowed to have anything like phones, money itself. There is no offering allowed in that church. There is no phones. There is no radio. You are always in the spirit. So I grew up almost in my entire life staying in the bush, Chris. Whether there is rain, whatever storm, I stayed there. So now that thing really trained me so much to understand the fact that no, man, nothing really matters. So I became a soldier in my life. Now, when it comes to people, Chris, I'm one person who has been really ignored. It's only now you gave me attention. You and Kicks, only two of you gave me attention. You don't really know what you did in my life. I was an alien. When I say an alien, where everybody doesn't care. Whether you ate or you didn't eat, nobody cares. The only thing that people care about is, can you send me money? Can you send me money? That's the kind of people that I was surrounded with. Ever since I met you, Chris, I have never heard you saying you need money from me. I have never heard anything like, my brother, I'm stuck here. No. But the people that were around me always wanting something from me. When they get it, they distance themselves. So when it comes to material, how do you then become concerned about material stuff when no one is looking at you? That's when I noticed that the people you think they care, they don't really care. Even if you post yourself, whatever, they don't care. They don't care. Yeah. You understand? So you must be an individual who knows that you are in your own world and your God, and protect the fact that no matter Chris, if you do things to please people today, when you go through the worst or the most, you'll be alone. That's when you learn it the hard way that people don't really care. No, it's all about themselves.
Chad, there was a time in my life as well, and I think I've spoken about that, where I was in deep depression as well from making mistakes in business, from basically going from being a very, very wealthy individual to literally my last debit order. The last debit order was not even the last money I had left. That was the last bit of money in my overdraft, and then after that, it's like maxed out. You're gone. There's literally you. I think I still told you guys I was sitting the day. That hit me hard. My nanny was working in the house, and I was thinking that she's working for me in my house, but her financial position is better than mine because I'm paying her with the bank's money. And I was like, my goodness, how do you get to that stage? But anyways, and I think a lot of what it comes down to, what causes that depression is like, I also come from a poor family. My mom and them also grew up very, very poor. I think I still told you guys when I didn't even have cricket shoes, I had wrestling shoes my mom bought at let's call it our China shop back then. So the thing for me was not going back to zero, because I'm not really fazed about that, but the issue for me was the people you surround yourself with, and you so concerned. What's giving you anxiety is what are they gonna say? What is Keeks gonna say when I'm like, yo, Keeks, I'm down and out, I'm selling my car, I'm doing this, I might do that, whatever. That is what's giving you anxiety, not the actual situation. Because if you think back about it, we came into this world with nothing and we'll leave with nothing. And similar to when you started out, when you had a little, there were times where you were happy. I told my wife the other day, there was a time where our collective salary is less than what my medical aid is now. And I still told her, I don't know how we lived, because my medical aid now is almost what we basically earned, both of us at that stage. So it's just, Chad, don't let the opinions of other people, what they're gonna say, or people don't really care. And
Thank you.
And people would want to see your downfall, because that makes them feel more comfortable with not doing anything. Like, I've had people in my life be like, oh ja, nee, ek het jou gesê, Chris, dit, jy kan nie dit doen. And I'm like, but you're still in the same place you were 10 years ago, playing it safe.
People are something else. You must never. I think I once posted a video that to say, to make it in life, you just have to be in your own world. Like, where everyone disappears, it's between you and God.
Yeah.
Everyone else disappears, it's between you and God. And you are in a world where what you do is influenced by you and the Holy Spirit. You see.
I think that is what that opinion of others, Bonang, I think that is the issue.
If you don't want, if you want to read very well that people don't care, be in problems now and tell them your problems. They will broadcast them. They will talk about them. They will actually cause you more depression. The day you die, that's when they will contribute. Because I always say to people, hey, people who contributed to your funeral, they really loved that person. They didn't. They are just getting rid of a dead body. They can't stay with a dead body. They are getting rid of you. So they are going to do anything possible to just get rid of you. But as long as you are here like this, no one is there for you, my guy. You got yourself.
I'm busy rebuilding again for the 5th time. Hey, my brother, while you've got breath, that's the word I got in that time. When I was down and out, it's like, while you've got breath, while you still have the ability to stand up, there's always a way. There's always a way, Chad. Keegan can tell you as well. There's been times where Keegan, Keegs,
it gets tough, guys. You got
talk to Chad, preach to them.
You got to question everything to realize why you're doing it, what's the reason for it. I think a lot of guys look on the social media side and think, you know what, these oaks are just posting these things to sound like they can relate to us. And it's not that we want to, Chad. It's the reality of trading. We've all been down and out. I think people understand. There's days where we sit here now, you know what, we can say, you know what, we do well. But there's days where, and I think all men will understand this, where you sit back and you realize at your question, at your age, what have I actually achieved? What have I done? What have I done this? And you go into a dark place. You go into depression. You go into points where, and I think a lot of traders, we can admit that as well, is you think if taking your life is just easier. You go in a very, very dark place. And I always say to people, that's where you're going to make who you are. You have to decide, is this what I'm built for? Is this for me? Because when you can overcome that and you can come through on the other side, again, coming through the other side, you're going to know truly who you are. You're going to truly know your relationship with God. And you're going to know exactly where you stand with everything. You cannot know where the highs are if you haven't been in the valleys.
Surely after difficulty comes ease. Yes. Sometimes God is going to put some of these things on your path, Chad. Sometimes it's about, and it sounds cliche, like God is preparing you for something, but sometimes you gotta go through something, get through it, because there is maybe something God is preparing you for. If you have yes, sir. No, sorry, but continue.
If you have never experienced a life so hard, there are times where you can even pray for death, like to say, can I die?
Yeah.
And also we see this in the Bible, Chris, in the book of First Kings, chapter 19, verse 4. where Elijah was praying, but he himself, I will read it, but he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a brom tree, and he prayed that he might die and said, "It's enough now, Lord, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers." You see, there are times where things can become tough and tough and tough. But then one thing that I loved about Chris's statement today is you can never go anywhere in life if you care about what people say. Forget about it.
Chad,
You
and I
can
think
never.
And I think another thing is for some of you guys, I don't know for who it is, but the only time you're going to stay in a hole is if you've got no plan. All right? If you've got no plan, there was a time where I sat with Keegs as well, and I said, bro, this is how I do things if I was in a tough situation. Because the issue is in your mind, it's very chaotic, and Keegs will tell you there's a lot of things, but if you just bring it back to say, all right, my issue, let's quickly see, this is the issue there, and you put it on paper. That's why you'll always see I have little books and notepads, and I always write because I'm a visual guy. I like drawing stuff and seeing it in front of me. So the problem then is you put it, not the problem, the problem is there in front of you. You look at it, you assess it, and you say, okay, that is the issue there. I'm currently, let's say you are without a job, you're sitting with debt of X amount, and let's say even you have a job, but you in a current financial situation where it's like shit is not going well. Then you need to say, okay, this is where I sat with a lot of clients when I was still in the investment sector, is to say, okay, what is my income? Some of you are actually living way above your means, and you've never done a budget in your life. You've never sat down to say, this is my income, this is my expenses. Some of you would see that you are living way above your means. That's why you're sitting with debt. So to then say, okay, I've got the income of X amount sitting there. This is my expenses. Now you see, okay, things are not balancing, and I'm sitting with debt of, let's say, 10,000 Rand. Now you have to say, okay, of these expenses, what are nice to haves and what is critical here? All the nice to haves have to go. There comes a time in your life where you're going to sit at home. You're going to ask my wife many weekends. That's maybe why we don't have friends now. Many weekends we had to sit at home if somebody phoned us and we're like, it's a long week, tired. In the meantime, we know we don't have money. We're not going to go in debt to go and eat or go and party. But anyways, some of you still want to do that. That's fine. So then those nice to haves you chalk. You have to chalk it because this is your enemy here. You want to kill that thing there. Then let's say let's say you need a car. If your car is destroying you financially, you get a smaller car. Nothing wrong. You go and get a Scarlet or whatever you need to get, and you bring your expenses down, okay? Then you have to kill that debt. And the reason I say that, I've had people come to me with massive debt, and then they want to invest money. And this is maybe where I'm too, what is the word, Keeks? Too honest, maybe. And I sat with the one lady. She actually had a very, very good job at one of the automotive companies. And I said, you want to invest money? Let's quickly look at it. You've got short-term debt of, let's say, 400K. The interest on that debt is sitting close to 14 to 18% per annum. And now you want to bring, say, 1.5 million and you want to invest it at maybe potentially, if the markets are doing well and we put it offshore, anything between, let's say, 12 to 15% in a good market. And let's say a low-hanging fruit return is, let's say, 8%. So you're sitting there with about, and then remember, you still have to pay tax on this. So let's say your earnings after tax on this is maybe 8% in a good year. So there's about a 10% differential there. So I said, you want to sit with the debt that you're constantly paying into, but you've got this cash. I said, just go kill your debt first, and then you can come back and we can talk about how to invest your money. So there's good debt and there's bad debt. If you've got a business, you should know about this. You can buy a car. You can do certain things to lower your bottom line. But for some, if you're a salary worker, unless there's commission-based structures or you've got a tax directive, there's no need for you to drive a certain car if you've got a lot of debt. Okay, so then after that, get your plan to say, okay, listen here, there's my plan. I'm gonna start killing this debt. I'm gonna put, let's say, 1,000 Rand a month. I'm gonna throw into that debt over and above my expenses. Then once you've got this nice laid out plan, then you know what to do. There's no confusion in your head. Every morning you wake up, you know this is the target that I'm facing. This is what I want to get rid of, and you keep it moving.
There we go. US 30 dropping up nicely. Let's see how far that thing will go. Thanks, Kicks, for that. Chris, for that powerful lesson for the day. Very, very powerful. I love these kind of topics. Sometimes I feel like I can enter people's brains and wash them so they can think the way I think. I have seen people, Chris, crying while they have a very expensive phone. I guess crying. You are crying on a. You are saying things are tough, and you have an iPhone 16 Pro Max. And I've seen others crying while they have cars everywhere. I was like, Jesus.
Chad, I'm going to see you guys now. I just need to pop into a quick compliance meeting. I'll be back now.
Okay, sir.
See what's happening here, Chad. Sorry, Chad, if I am. It's not that I'm quiet or anything like that. Obviously, we have quite a bit of work we're busy with on the back end for 2Gs. Quite a bit of things we said. Obviously, it's kind of been. Think of it this way: you always talk about a phase 1 and a phase 2. Phase 1 was planning everything for 2Gs and the growth this year. And now the second half of the year, these next 6 months, is kind of the taking action, implementing phase 2. So obviously it's quite a lot to get done and work with. So I do apologize. It's just if there isn't anything I'm trading at the moment, obviously my attention is just trying to get some of the work done while we chatting here. So I do apologize. I'm not in trades, guys, or anything like that. I am just getting some stuff done over here. Tarifa, yes. Chris, are you an actual financial advisor? Yes, he is. He's got his RE5 and his RE1.
That's why he's smart, this man. The smart man. Blessed by God. This US 30, why is it not declining? See how NASDAQ declined, my brother. Very, very smooth there. Towards our sell entry there. And then this US 30. Yeah, it's on entry profits, but we want more. We want more.
I think you closed that NAS trade at the perfect time.
Yeah. This one is proper timing. I saw it. I was like, Jesus, I cannot afford to lose all these powerful moves all the way up like that.
Yeah.
I want to see myself making withdrawals, processing withdrawals. I can't afford to be losing money like that.
There we have it, Chad. All right.
Bonang looking like a ninja. Hey. Hey. Oh, how is gold? Is it going up or down? Let's see. Wants to drive up. It's forming some W's here. I mean, if you check it very well here, if I'm just going to remove this thing.
Here's the big man.
Chad, how's it going? I figure since Chris ain't here and Keegan needs time to finish what he finishing, I can't keep you guys company. But how you doing, brother?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
Living life, brother, living life.
Hey, Ed, my brother.
Nice.
Just turn the light on there, please, brother.
Turn light. What light? Oh, am I looking a little dark? What light are you talking about?
Chad, now please, Chad, don't take it too offensive. We always make the joke because you guys don't see Ed sits on this side. He genuinely has a light up for himself.
Like you have to go. You have to reach around.
Chad, it is.
Because Chad, like
the green background's not helping you, bro.
Because Chad, like in the old studio, we had like 2 center lights fixed on us. That was like chill. Now we have like 1 central light bouncing off the wall towards us, and I'm like, listen, with my maximally pigmented skin, I need a little bit more reflectiveness than that allows for.
No, Chad, it's all jokes. So Ed knows it's all jokes and banter, guys.
Let me try my camera's flashlight and see if that helps. Yeah,
I saw
same.
more. I called more on a video call. More, he was under a place with too many lights in the ceiling. I was like, you see, I'm in heaven. So this thing, let's see how this gold goes. It looks like it wants to drive up. Let's see.
I'm hoping gold finally drives up nice. I need another 2% and then my account's paused.
Hey, phase 1 or phase 2?
Smooth.
Phase 1.
Hey, man's making progress there.
I love it. And then we have to see those withdrawals eating. We don't want to hear pass only.
They coming. I'm telling you.
I'm going to challenge you. I'll pursue you for a withdrawal.
Listen, I'm not the kind of guy who talks loudly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna rock up. I'm just gonna rock up to work one day with the 86. I'm not gonna say a word.
Smooth.
People are gonna be like, "Oh, Ed, how's things going?" I'm like, things are all right. Suddenly, Ed's leaving work that day. They were like,
you see.
whose car is that? What's going on? I'm like, oh, didn't I tell you?
Yeah. Nice one.
Light work there, Chad. Light work.
Nice one. Let's put in some work. I want to.
Darren, be on the lookout. We have a nice little promo coming for you in a few days. We can't have discounts every day, Chad. We still. If you want payouts, VF needs to make a little bit of money too, you know. Jason, funny story about fitting into the 86. So I was at gym one day. Randomly, I'm going to my car, session's over. I see a sexy little 86 parked in the parking lot, and the driver is in the car. And I'm like, I tell my friend, you know what? I'm going to do this for the plot. And he's like, do what? I'm just watch. I walk up to the dude, knock on the window. I'm like, dude, random question. Hi, I'm Ed, by the way. Listen, can I get into your car just to see if I fit? And he was like, okay. Got into the car. I'm like, oh, this is sick. I was in the passenger seat. And I was like, listen, can I hop in the driver's side? I just want to see, like, steering wheel turning, if I'll be able to, like, maneuver in here. He's like, cool. I hop in the driver's side, Chad. I'm in there. I'm like, nah, bruv. There's space in here. I fit like a glove.
Hey.
It's like that car was built for me. So, yeah, I fit nice. Sexy car.
Smooth.
I'm not like Chris. I'm wide, but I'm not tall. That's a low ass car. So if I was tall and wide, it would be an issue. But I'm just wide. It's okay.
Yeah, Chad, the work we are putting in here for you guys.
Michael, right now I'm just the bulk of my trades are swing trades. So I've been holding US 30 for about a week now, and I've been holding on. In my current gold trade, I entered, was it last week, Monday, or the week before Friday? I can't remember now. So the primary bulk of my moves are swing trades. However, I am using the Iron 2K for my little scalps during the day. So that's mostly what I'm using the Asian ranges and the pivots as confluences and entry points. But yeah, that is what I am doing right now. I'm loving the swing trades because trading has never been this stress-free. Like I enter, set my alarms, switch the chart off, and I'm like, it'll be a day or two before I check it again. If the alerts don't go off, it means nothing's happened that needs my attention.
I don't have to think about it.
It's very nice. It's very nice. Jason, how tall are you, guy? Days.
So you're sitting there, bro, thinking these guys are tiny and they're not. Some big boys.
Some big boys. Some big boys in the Chad. I did a risk interview with one in the Chad. I'm not at liberty to say whom. But I did a risk interview with one in the Chad, and their voice freaking belting. I was like, holy shit, this man has a loud voice.
Hey.
So I was like, just out of curiosity, I was like, no, man. When I handed over the interview to support, I was like, listen, can I see this dude's ID? I want to see what he looks like. Just as big as I imagined. I was like, that's a big boy.
I know you.
Yeah, that's a big boy. I was like, okay, that was a big belting voice, Chad. I caught me off guard. I'm like, shit, this what you sound like?
Hey.
Like, you ever been intimidated over a phone call? I'm like, shit, I feel like I'm talking to my father. Holy shit. Yes, Jace, you're a good, almost 20 centimeters taller than I am. Jeez.
Let's see what else can we do quickly.
Everybody asking for a discount code. Not yet, Chad, not yet.
Sure. You people go crazy for these discount
Oh,
codes.
even Oprah takes a break every now and again. How about you help us out and pay full price? How about that? Any salaries just got paid. We just had to pay expenses.
Oh, Chad, we broke over here. What do you expect from us?
Help a company out. Pay full price for a little bit.
Give us a break, guys.
Are you back? Yeah. Okay. Chad,
give us a chance.
I'm tagging out. See you guys on the flip side.
It cracks when it sits on
Hey, yo.
it. Doesn't crack when I sit on it.
I am lighter than you, sir.
Are you?
How much you weigh?
144?
114, thank you very much.
Really? But I'm displaced over linear mass. Your mass is condensed.
Chris, how can we learn more about the financial advising?
Tariq, so I'm actually starting a business now in the next 2 months. So I'm gonna put out an email address looking for financial advisors. So keep a lookout there. You can learn a lot.
You know, Brian, you should have seen this man. He sent me a message that night and he was like, yeah, Keegs, let's just keep it on the down low, bro. But like, I can't actually have you part of that company because that has to be legit. Like, we can't be scamming people in that company.
Ooh.
I was like, yo, bro, I see how it is.
No, Chad, yeah. So for some of you that don't know, I think it was 2 years ago, my mom got hijacked and shot. So we've got 2 fuel stations. She was going from the one to the other. And we in the process of selling that. And she's still young. She still wants to work. So I said, look, I'll start this business for her. And just to get her out of that space. So To be honest, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have started it. But my mom asked me, "Can't you do something in that field?" And I said, "100%, I will do it for her." No, this won't be investing. Yeah, financial advising, Chad, is a very different animal. I've said it so many times. As much as you want to give financial advice, people already come in with their own predetermined disposition. So whatever advice you're going to give, it's very seldom people fully take your financial advice. They take it in part and parcel. So if you're not going to Piet van die plaas gaan vir jou sê hy moet sy geld en sy bokke en sy skape sit en jy gaan vir hom vertel, you're going to tell him about this offshore feeder fund that's been doing 18%, and he's going to tell you can take that money and go buy 10 cows and make 50%, whatever. So he's already got a disposition. So a lot of times with financial advice, it's just a lot of compliance you're doing. We get into the stage where people are very open-minded. You can even ask ChatGPT to build you a investment portfolio. Tariq, if you've got 10 million rand cash, or not in cash, but you've got 10 million rand to invest, you can chat to me. But other than that, I'm not even going to get out of bed. So buying a boat soon, Chris, your EAC is over 1%, you're a scam. No, my effective, what is that EAC, effective annual cost? Or yeah, Chad, and then I'm busy. We are going to do our own hedge fund very, very soon. I don't want to call it even a hedge fund. It will be more like a family office. It will be run through IBKR. But that's also going to open up the doors for, let's call it Vault Funder Prime. So, do we call it Vault Funder Prime, Keegs, or what do you call it?
Vault Funder Prime. Alright.
Vault Funder Lane.
Vault Funder Lane.
Vault Funder Quant. So bye. That retainer life, hey. Chad, yeah, I've got another meeting at 11. Yo, are you on a bulk, Keeks?
Bro, we're
What is
ain't
going
being
on
a
here?
skinny bitch anymore, bro.
Chad, this man already had the Durban curry noodles. There's 2 burgers. What's on those burgers?
Wagyu beef patties.
Wagyu beef patties. Chad, what are these things doing here?
You gotta get with it, bro.
Show, Chad. But yeah, I've got another meeting at 11, so I'm just gonna take you guys through what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I'm a gamer, my brother.
US 30, Chad, as mentioned, that previous daily high, that zone, this is what we need to monitor for the rest of the day. As mentioned, undisclosed position, so my average price is sitting more or less up there. Didn't share it with you guys because it was more of a riskier play. We are still very much bullish, but at the end of the day, 2 zones that I'm going to monitor going to the rest of the day is that previous daily high area. The next area of contention is going to be our point of control down there. And then after that, our daily flip. So you can almost say this entire zone right there. If we hold that area as support, then it's very likely we can go all the way back up But if we start breaking below that, we can have a very nice down day, a little bit of a reset day on US 30. Dollar index, as mentioned, that previous daily high is the key zone for me. We can see a nice bit of accumulation here around this point of control. The point of control has shifted, and we're going to need to see what we do at this zone. If we start trading above that previous daily high, that's going to be very bullish for the dollar. NASDAQ, beautiful move to the downside. We are now in actual fact at that point of control. If I go to Asia high, beautifully retested. Asia low is still untapped, so monitor where we are now. If we hold above here, can't get below it, then NAS is going back up again. If we start trading below, next area is going to be that daily flip and also the Asia low area, so you can actually mark this entire zone for yourself, and that zone would need to be broken down. You want to see something like this for bearish continuation. Otherwise, again, we're retargeting the daily highs. Gold, on the other hand, I mentioned to you guys that I am in actual fact bullish on it, and I do expect price to continue up. All right, we can also have a pause day because we are now effectively in the road of a shift where price is trying to shift back to the upside. Okay, so we'll see if that plays out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. All right. If you've been married for a lot of years, then you accept that you are wrong more times than not. Okay. Point of control is still setting all the way up there. That is your daily flip. I want to say very important, if we are going to continue higher, 33, 40, 33, 39, that zone right there. If we cannot get through that level there, then price is going all the way back down. But if we can get through this level, I think it's going to be a very nice move to the upside for gold. GBPUSD just straight one way down from Asia lows. There was your Asia low area. GJ basically at that daily pivot. EQ almost at Asia lows. If you were a part of that and you haven't secured anything, that's almost 35. That is a U issue, but effectively this can go down to 196.60. I'm gonna say you have to monitor Asia lows once we get through there. See if you can get a nice break below and that continuation. Kigo, anything from your side? Nothing. All right.
Nothing really, guys. Markets for me, I'm waiting for that more volume, so we're gonna see what happens in the New York session.
All right, Ponang, chat
Yes,
to us.
sir.
What is the plan here?
All right. The plan is to hold onto my sales. You know, I'm trying something new, Chris. I just want to hold for the whole of the remaining months of this year. I want to see if it will work for me. I just pray that the NFP data favors me with decline. So right now, this hour, I am on sales. Nevertheless, not ignorant of the fact that the mathematics is projecting this market to be going all the way to 44,895. But I would want a discount first, and then we can push all the way up. So basically, that's how I am. And I'm looking at a resistance here that is being formed, and that's the main reason why I am selling right there. So I'm holding on to my sales, and I expect the price to go to PRV 44094. That would be my TP number 1. TP number 2, 44013. Basically, if this market continues going down and down and down, abandoning that value there, I will be very happy, because these arrows are actually showing me that we may actually go all the way to this level, 42,581. Let's see how the market goes like, and then we may enjoy ourselves. As for NASDAQ, perfectly done. Collected my profit at an exact time, at the correct moment. Then what I'm looking for now is for sales, right? I'm just going to see this market behavior. This here will be my sell stop just there. Let me place it now. I have a pending order sitting here. Sure, my stop loss is a bit wide. If I'm looking at this, if I say I stop loss there, guys, and I have a take profit, it's 50-50, by the way. So my take profit is 333.77. The risk reward ratio is not that much favorable, but I can tell you that sales are likely going to be dominant. You know, I would have loved if I thought very much earlier, this would have been a nice entry of sales just there where I closed my trade. I entered there. I think my stop loss would be more lesser than coming down all the way here. So I will be entering sales there, but at a very small scale. And then if this market declines all the way to this TP, I'll be very, very much happy. If we break this key zone, I'll be adding more trades there as a sell stop, and then I'll be targeting this level. So I'll be a bit aggressive during the time we reach this level, breaking here. That's where I become aggressive. But from here, I cannot, because anything can happen. Market can want to pull all the way up there. Let's quickly conclude with gold. Gold, how is gold like? Yes, back again, dropping a little bit. Book of Experience, chapter 1, verse 1, currently doing its job there. Let's see if this thing can drop and drop and drop and drop. I'm still holding on to my sales. Yeah, this is a true definition of an investor. Been holding since Tuesday last week. I'm still holding even now. Nice one. I'm telling you, I want to be familiar with this investment kind of a thing. Thank you so much, Chris, and thank you so much, guys, for having me. Yes.
Chad, sorry, man, just a quick one. Somebody asking about BTC. I actually missed that. I wanted to do it a little bit earlier. So let's just do a top down for you on BTC. So on the weekly, for me, this is bullish on the week. Even though we are technically in this consolidative range there, we closed strong bullish last week. If you use the averages, you would actually see that your average low wick is $2,883. So there is your average bottom wick, so slightly overshot. And now what you want to be focusing on is this weekly flip zone. I'm going to come for the meeting now. 11:30. Okay. You want to be monitoring this weekly flip on BTC USD. On the daily, beautiful. We've got a daily candle that took the previous daily low, now taking the previous daily high. And if I jump into my point of control, you can see that your point of control is sitting there. If I look at where Asia high was, it was sitting down there. So it is looking bullish. You're going to have to monitor that weekly flip, but you should have been looking at some buys all the way down here, because that is where your average weekly bottom wick is, but it is bullish. I don't know what to tell you up here, because this is close to the session high, but that is Bitcoin for you guys. Chad, we will be seeing you guys this afternoon, 3 p.m. short week. Remember, Friday afternoon, no NYSE stream. Last stream will be on Friday morning. And Bonang, thank you so much for joining, my brother. It was a good chatting to you. Keeks, thank you so much today. I think some gems being dropped here.
We have a guy, Figiano. Prepare your question. Says, Bonang, say, I only have one question. Please ask during New York session that question. Then I'll be able to answer you. Thank you so much.
Peace and love, Chad. We will see you guys a little bit later. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers, Chad.
Salute.
Rise, part of my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Your eyes, been in these skies. Never stuck there, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone coming up, I'll lift them all. Never look down when this risk involved. I got guts, got a lever, gonna wish it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just floating. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
shoppers, better took those risks. Hold one of my fists, we fire starters. Let's go. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rise.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears. girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I gotta keep you?
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns. be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep. Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.